y'all, I'm Jessi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into this week's What's for Dinner. So the first meal we have is going to be a ground turkey broccoli pasta dinner, but instead of ground turkey, I use lean ground beef as my son thinks ground turkey is the worst thing in the world. And then we've got a head of broccoli that I cut into small florets, some basil chopped up, some red pepper flakes, some paprika, Parmesan cheese, rotini noodles, salt, olive oil, and minced garlic. So we're going to get this all started. Also, as a side note, this can be a little lacking in flavor, so I did add this spice blend that I'm showing on the screen right now. Here's the ingredients if you want to just copy it, if you don't have the actual blend. I do recommend adding something like that for it. It's a really good and easy dish, but it needs a little something, little Lowry's, little extra cheese, whatever. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to cook that ground beef in a pan after adding all the seasonings to it, paprika, red pepper flakes, salt, garlic, and then we're going to get it all chopped up and cooking. And while that was cooking, I boiled some noodles, and when they were close to being done, you dump in the broccoli florets and cook it for about 2 more minutes, strain it, put it back in the pot, and then I took that beef that I had cooked with the seasonings and put it on top of that. I didn't drain the beef because it was already very lean. Then I got it good and mixed together because it was quite a large amount. Dumped in that basil and that extra seasoning. I think I put in like a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon. Mix it all together again, and then the recipe says to serve the Parmesan on top. I went ahead and mixed it in there for extra flavor. You can do whatever you want. So here it is, all plated up. This was really easy and honestly really good. It probably would have been good without the extra zazz that I did. I just like a little zazz in my life, so if you're that way, I would definitely add something. But it was a very quick weeknight meal, and I think a very family-friendly meal. Alright, so the next thing that we're making is a loaded up chicken bake from the Skinny-ish dish. So we've got some shredded chicken, some ranch, some cheddar cheese. I used fat-free because I think that's what the recipe calls for, but you can use whatever. Green onion, buttermilk biscuits, the canned kind, like sour cream, cream of chicken, and then real bacon bits. So you can, of course, use regular bacon, but the recipe actually calls for bacon bits. So I took that shredded chicken and I added in the cream of chicken, the ranch, the bacon, the sour cream, cheese, and green onions. You're actually supposed to put the bacon, cheese, and green onions on the side and top the dish with, but I wasn't reading it correctly, and so I didn't do that. That's fine, just a little bit of extra yummy flavoring. I went ahead and just rolled with it. I wasn't going to redo anything. So I took those biscuits and cut each biscuit into 4, and then I put them in a greased casserole pan right here. They're kind of like little dumplings. Spread them out nice and even. Not perfect. And then you're going to take that chicken mixture with all that extra pizzazz in it and put it on top. And then you're going to spread it all out nice and evenly. So then it goes into the oven, and you're going to cook it at 350 for about 20 minutes. Let those biscuits bubble up and get brown on the bottom. So then I pulled it out and I went ahead and topped it with green onions, cheese, and bacon. This was extra, like I said, extra flavorful because I went ahead and did the topping too because I wanted melted cheese on the top, and it was good, so I regret nothing. So you'll slide it back in the oven and cook for about 15 more minutes until that cheese is melted like this. So this is the casserole once it is out of the oven. How it looks. Look at all that cheesy, bacony, happy goodness. So you let that cool and then cut it up and serve it. I served it with just some mixed vegetables. You could do a salad or something. This was really yummy. I kind of feel like I could have added more sour cream to it, and it could be because I added the extra ingredients, but it was a really yummy, easy family meal. Alright, and next we've got some slow cooker French onion soup. So we've got some onions that I sliced up, some brown sugar, garlic, minced garlic, beef broth, some sherry cooking wine, butter, some thyme, Worcestershire sauce, hopefully I pronounced that right, and bay leaves. It was raining where I was. I know it's like summertime, but it was raining and perfect for soup, so don't judge me. All right, so you're gonna put some butter in a pan and then take all those onions and separate them and put them in there, as you saw me just do. Sprinkle all that with some brown sugar and get it all stirred and coated, and then you are going to let those onions cook for about 20 minutes, however long it takes, until they are this color, until they are caramelized and this beautiful brown color, because that really affects the flavor of your soup. So once those onions were caramelized, you're gonna put them into the slow cooker. I was doing this like first thing in the morning, so it's steaming hot, trying to get it all done. Put in the Worcestershire, the garlic, the sherry, the thyme, the bay leaf, and then I dumped in both cartons of that beef broth that you saw. Glug, 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 keep going. Alright, and then once all that's in there, stir it all together. And we're going to set that crock pot on low. It says 6 to 8 hours. I put it on 6, but I ended up adding 2 more hours to it because, I mean, slow cooker soup tastes better when it slow cooks for a long time. Alright, so the recipe calls for you to put bread and cheese on top of your soup and then broil it in the oven. I don't have bowls that you broil, so I took the cheese, which I did use kind of a slightly different variation than it says in the recipe, whatever, sue me, you use whatever you want. But I put it on top of the bread and broiled the bread and just served the cheese toast on the side of my soup, because, you know. Alright, so here it is in the bowl. My son just did not like French onion soup. He does not like French onion soup, so he had chicken nuggets. Everybody else loved it. It was really easy. I think it's a great rainy day recipe and simple to make. Alright, so the last recipe was my son's turn to cook dinner, so I'm just showing you what we had. Shrimp tacos with cilantro lime cream sauce. I'm going to link the recipe below since I'm not going to show you how we made it. This was amazing, phenomenal, and it was a fun thing to do as a family because everyone had something to do. My son did a really great job. If you like fun, different flavored tacos or even shrimp tacos, this is a recipe that you need to try. Alright, thank you so much for watching this week. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and everyone have a great week. Thank you.